Ryan Poles was extended, and that has now completed the Chicago Bears football trinity. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and Ryan Poles all now married and locked in. What are the expectations? What is to come now that Ryan Poles is here until 2029? And it's mailbag day with the Cognac boys. What better day to get it rocking? We got Sky basketball, Bulls basketball. But before we get into that, we got to talk about our Bears. Y'all got to hear the music first, too.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C-Dub. What's the word, my guy?
What's the word, family? Let's get it, man. Closer and closer we get, man.
He
Let's
gonna
go.
say it every time he appear on the screen. He already let y'all know, but y'all know what y'all need to do once we pop up on the screen. Hit that like button and subscribe for the best spot talking about Chicago Bears football. C-Dub, let's get right into it, man. What's your initial thoughts on the extension for Ryan Poles?
Oh, shout out Ryan Poles. I think he deserved it. If you look at the job he's did since he's been here, you see he finessed that Carolina for first overall picks. We got DJ Moore in here. We drafted Caleb Williams. Look at this year. We got us a real McCoy. Offensive line. We finally got serious with the offensive line, it seems like, with the three headed monster and Dolmans, Jackson, and Thuney. Um, he rebuilt that defensive backfield with some young, exciting players. Jalen was still here, but he kept Jalen. He had an opportunity to trade him, but he kept him because he knew he was good for our future. You got Brisker, you got Kyler Gordon, you got Owens, you got Jonathan Owens as a backup. You got a lot of guys that make this defensive backfield tick. You got good guys in the linebacker. The defensive line, he tried to do his best. He's still working on it. It's a work in progress. It's still doing okay, though. Uh, I think he deserves it, bro. The moves that he made to get players out of here that'll be distractions, all that points to like this was imminent. This was going to happen for Ryan Poles. Now we get into that football trinity. You married with Caleb Williams and married with Ben Johnson. You guys got the same contract. It ends at the same time. It runs on the same accord. Now we get to judge you guys with no fucking curve. We going straight in on you, Joe. We don't want no more excuses. It ain't because we building the team. That's why that ain't got to throw that excuse out the window. Even though we still building, you got to throw that excuse out the window. It's time to see results, Ryan Poles. We have not been to the playoffs since you've been a GM here. It starts now. You're getting graded that way. We need to see the playoffs in Chicago.
That's a fact. And I think that the extension was well deserved. There's been some type of pushback around, with some Bears people, and rightfully so. I think everybody had the right to have their own opinion, but my opinion stands firm. C-Dub, when you talk to me about GMs, I just got three check marks that you need to hit as my criteria, and they are very, very simple. Do you take care of the cap space? Can you find and develop talent? And do you win? Right now, Ryan Post has checked two of those boxes. 15-36 record under his belt, you know what I'm saying, under Matt Eberflus. So it's not a good record to have, but my man has taken care of that cap. My man has been aggressive with his moves and found, retained, and developed players, and you listed out a number of those players, and we can go on and on. There is a lot of players that he either traded for, retained, or got rid of and developed. We even talked about guys that were backups. I know a lot of people always talk about Blackwell. I know a lot of people always bring up Terrell Smith. I know a lot of people bring up guys like Jack Sanborn. I know there's a couple Bajan baddies out there. I know a lot of people talking about these running backs and things like that. He's had his shortcomings, you know what I'm saying? Not really diving deeply into the offensive line. But this past offseason, he said to hell with it. And he went out there and attacked it. Some people's gonna credit that to Ben Johnson, but Ben Johnson ain't the one that's executing the moves and signing the damn line and getting these guys in here. That is a partnership, in my opinion. It's not one man or the other. That is a partnership that takes place. So when I'm looking at it, my man's has checked off the cap space and the talent aspect. Now we need wins, so that raised the bar for my man's Ryan Post. Because to your point, C Dub, we tired of going through losing seasons. C Dub, we have been podcasting now going on 4 seasons of Chicago Bears football and have not had an opportunity to hear you go crazy in the playoffs and turn your background blue for a Chicago Bears fucking game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now you got to give this organization some credit. They went out there and got one of the best businessmen in Kevin Warren. They went out there and got a really good GM in Ryan Poles. They went out there and got the hottest candidate on the market, one of the offensive geniuses on the market in Ben Johnson. They got a number 1 overall pick who was the consensus who was expected to be the number 1 overall pick. And now it's time to put it on wax, baby. Shout out to y'all. And we got Ryan Poles on the shirt today.
Oh, shout out to nephew. You do got Ryan Pose on the show. I thought that was Mike Dicker from the top of the head. I didn't even see the whole head. I thought that was Mike Dicker. But hey, man, it's time for some results, man. Like my nephew said, we need us a winning season over here at Chicago Bears Central. But it ain't really about us. It's really for the city, man. We craving to be a relevant franchise in this whole league, bro. And I think y'all on the right path. All we need is results. That's what it always come back to. Results. We have not seen a playoff in Chicago. Just in Chicago. You can go play anywhere you else. Just make sure it's a playoff game. It could be in Chicago or wherever it is.
We
We
just want our
want
team in there.
the playoffs, bro.
Facts. And I think there's going to be some pushbacks where there's some bad moves that come up into conversations about it. But one thing that I give Ryan Post credit on when we talk about the bad moves, like a Chase Claypool, some people's going to say, well, look, he traded away Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith didn't even want to be here anymore.
Nope.
Then they're going to bring up David Montgomery. David Montgomery was offered a deal and he elected to go to Detroit. Let's
More
get
money.
the facts corrected.
Mhm.
Let's make sure that all that is there. But when Ryan Post has made a mistake, often he has pivoted off that mistake. Chase Claypool, oh, you came in the middle of the season. We're going to allow you some time. We start this next season with Justin Fields. You still want to be a problem? Get your ass out of here. We're going to trade you to Miami. And then Miami gets rid of you. And then Buffalo, you suffer injury. And now you're not even in the league. My man's has pivoted off a lot of his bad decisions. And he's making some really good decisions thus far. So I think the money is well deserved. And it's going to be good to see what happens next, because hey, you signed, bro. We need results, and that's the end all be all. We need results now. It ain't no more. This is not a rebuild anymore.
Nope.
It's not a rebuild.
That shit is
It's
out.
not. It's really not. Nobody's asked you to go win a Super Bowl this year, but you should be fighting for a playoff spot come December.
How long we gonna get this guy time to rebuild? So that shit is out.
That shit is out the window.
He's been rebuilding for a long. What has it been 3 or 4 years? I think it's 3.
That
Been
rebuild is over
Yeah,
last year, personally.
So let's get to some results in here. Okay, we with you, Ryan Post. I think if anybody was to grade your first couple years here, I think B plus is fair. What you did, I ain't even mad if somebody give you an A. But now we need to see results because we understand. We adults, especially us, we do content. We understand what the real plight is and the problem is. But now, no more of that. Come on with it, Ryan. Come on, Ben Johnson. Come on, Caleb. I'm talking to all 3 of you motherfuckers.
For real.
Let's go.
It's time to get this city rocking, man. It's time to get this city rocking. But now it's time to get the phone to ring off the hook. C-Dub, it's time to get into the best part of the episodes on Saturdays. Y'all know it's time to get into the mailbag, man. C-Dub, we're going to kick this first one off for my man's Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
Hey, what it do? It's Nate Dogg from 509.
From
I
the
just want
LBC.
to go ahead and get on this story with the Ryan Poles. I've been seeing this, and I'm out here in Oregon right now. But let me just say, rain or shine, people are always going to be fucking complaining no matter what. So that being said, I think in addition, Ryan Poles has been an outstanding GM, and we just need to ride with him. People are going to complain if we're winning. People are going to complain if we're losing. But at the end of the day, it's always going to come down to the field and make sure that we need to do what we need to do. But I've been a Bears fan for a very long time since came out the womb and shit. But people are always hating on me from being out here in Oregon and being a Bear. I be out there and just representing all the time, and a lot of people know me as the Bear fan around here and shit. And I definitely am one to speak about, and everyone always knows, hey, there's that Bear guy. But hey, you know how we do it around here and shit. We live, breathe, and we die a motherfucking Bear. So that being said, with all that talking shit about Ryan Poles and everyone who's still with us, hey, man, once we get it jumping and shit, I think everyone's going to be happy. The second year of Caleb Williams going in, and I just hope for greatness, hope for the best for him, and hopefully that he could do a lot of good stuff, man. So I just hope we could do a lot good with this, new team that we're coming out with. I feel like we have a very good, outstanding defense, a good offensive line. That's definitely what we needed. Unfortunately, we let Justin Fields, take the aftermath of everything that, was coming to him. But, it happens. And, with some great quarterbacks comes with a lot of different things. So, that being said, let's just make sure that, we protect our quarterback and we just make sure that we do good by him rather than what we haven't done by our other past quarterbacks. So, you know, that being said, bear down. Let's get it going. Can't wait for this season. Just had a new baby boy, and he's gonna be ready to rock down with me. His mom is a Niners fan, but hey, you know how we do it around here. We bear down, we stay down.
No.
Shout out to my man's Nate Dogg and congratulations on the new bundle of joy, man. Wishing y'all nothing but blessings and great health for the baby. And you already know, dress him up in that blue and orange before he get tainted by a Niners fan. Now I can't even lie. The Niners, they got a good organization. It's
Seahawks.
not
What are you talking about,
it's
Niners?
it what?
He in Oregon. It's Seahawks.
His wife is a Niners fan.
Oh, well,
Oh my God.
he
Can't
living
hear
in.
me.
I heard that, but he living in Oregon. He around Seattle Seahawk fans.
Dress him in blue and orange. See what you got.
Hey, shout out to my man Nate. Congratulations on the new addition to your family. I do have a rather new grandson, so I know how you feel. Is this the first year, nephew? I mean, I ain't gonna say the first year because he was a rookie last year. That this year it's not about the development of Caleb Williams. I mean, it's about the development of Caleb Williams, but that's not the number one thing on the Bears list. Maybe last year was development of Caleb Williams was the number one thing to attend to, but this year is results. Caleb Williams is involved in that. We need to see results from Caleb Williams, which add into his development. But you made me think about something like the Bulls need to change their
Bears.
goal. We ain't trying. We can develop and try to be competitive and get to the playoffs. I hope that the goal is like, man, we just trying to get better. We just trying to develop. No, we've been doing that for like 3-4 years now. It's time to see results. Shout out to my man Nate. I know you over there surrounded by Seahawk fans, and your wife is a 49ers fan. Don't make no damn sense. Joe Montana ain't quarterbacking for the 49ers no more. Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver of the second greatest player of all time, ain't playing football over there no more. So why would you like the 49ers? Anyway, shout out to my man Nate over there in the ops territory. We got to get them more respect and more love because they around all the ops. Shout out to my man Nate Dogg.
Shout out to Nate Dogg, man. I think, but with your statement, I think both of those are intertwined. Yes, you need to see results, but yes, it's still going to be about the development of Caleb Williams. However you want to chalk it up, that's 1A, 1B. However you chalk it up, whichever one you put at the top, both of those things still come in as number one because you need Caleb Williams to get rid of those sacks, the ones that was put on him, the ones that he didn't get rid of the ball on, the one that he was waiting too long to leave the pocket on, to go out there and show his super powers and flex that. But I think that is going to be interesting to see, to say the least, simply because you got veterans who they going to get tired of losing. Jalen Johnson cussed out Matt Eberflus. That was one of the things, the determining factors that got him his ass fired. He ready to win. Montez Sweat, ready to win. DJ Moore. Oh my God.
Wow.
He's never experienced winning in his life in the NFL. You know how many quarterbacks that man ran through in Carolina? Like 5 or 6 of them. Then came to Chicago, 2 of them. He only is like 6 or 7 quarterback right now. So
Damn.
yes, both of those things are intertwined with each other. These guys got to win. They want to win. You ain't got no time to say, yeah, we just going for 9-8 this season or 8-9 this season. No, these
No.
guys want to see results. But also, Caleb Williams' development is still at the top of the list because he's the one that's got to take us there.
I see
So
where you went right there. That's a good retort. I if I was go 1A, 1B, I'll say Bulls Bears results and the Bears results A, Caleb Williams development B. Is that wrong for you?
I'm flipping it. The
You flipping it?
development, because if he plays well, the
They
results
win.
gonna
I
come.
see you. I see what
He
you're
good
saying.
enough, bro. We seen too many fourth quarters so he brought the Bears back, but a bozo with a slick back. Don't even get me started,
Okay,
bro. We
okay,
gonna
okay,
move on.
okay, 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 okay.
We gonna move
Okay, 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 okay.
on. A bozo with a slick back is crazy. But hey, we gonna get into this next one. This one, my man's Micho.
Micho.
Bobby, hey, C Dubber, Steve O, Kevo, what up? It's your boy Big Micho. What up, Charlie Wale? I'm back. Hey, check this out. I want to give a shout out to Pose. Congratulations on this extension that you got. Well deserved. I'm hearing the haters out there clapping at you, but don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. You've been the best general manager that we've had in Chicago. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep hitting the marks that you've been hitting because you stole on them with the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers situation, man. You did remarkable with that. So don't worry about the haters. Brush them off. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a general manager that I have come to understand and love, man. Congratulations on your years. But check this out. I want to talk about the defense real quick. Man, they saying something sexy right now that I ain't. Y'all don't understand, man. The Bears are talking some sexy language right now. They're talking about one word that I love that's so sexy right now. Hunting. Do you hear that? Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I would love for my defense to do is hunt. Get out there on a prowl. Forget that what slick back hair named Everflus talking about with his situation. Y'all know what he was talking about. Forget that. Dennis Allen, do your thing, make this team remarkable. Hey, Brisker, be looking for that tandem to snap back there this year, man. It's about to be a lot going on, a lot of flying around, and a lot of punishment, especially with the man on man. Um, we about to really demonstrate and get to the point on these people, man. Look, check this out. Chicago up, bear down on the Packer for life.
Oh, bro.
Love y'all. C Dub, y'all do y'all thing. Steve O, man, do y'all thing too, baby. Love y'all, man. And yes, sir, I am from the 290. Let's get it, West Side.
You heard it.
I
290
knew it.
stand up. Where
Charlie
y'all at?
Wiley. I
No,
already
real.
knew.
But I love it too, Micho. The word hunting, bro. Let's hunt. Cause, bro, it's easier in this football game to be the hunter than the hunted. It's easier.
Yeah.
We know that. Now, why teams gonna be overlooking, not believing that Caleb Williams could do what he do, not believing in the run game, not believing in that pass rush, not believing in the pass defense, not believing in the pass catches. You go hunt. You go out there and absolutely do whatever it takes to bring home the chicken. If you a grown ass man and you sitting there unemployed, your lady gonna look at you crazy. Because especially if you sitting on your ass and playing PS5 or Xbox. PS5 for the dub, by the way. But nonetheless, you gotta hunt. You gotta hunt and bring home the chicken. Ain't no excuses, bro. We gotta see these results. I ain't gonna lie. That's the word of the year. Results.
Results. Oh, bro. Shout out to my boy Micho, bro, and the 290. Shout out West Side. Man, we got the best fans in the fucking world. I'm sorry. They the most creative and they the most informative. Check this out. I like what you're saying with this hunting, and it's a great turn away from all these cliches and the go get 'em rules and the hits principle and shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Uh I just I'm I just hope that we have enough hunters. I know we got two predators, and y'all get that predators. Y'all some young niggas. Y'all don't know what predator is.
Yes, we do.
You don't. We got a couple predators in Montez Sweat and Devon Dexter, and we might have a lot of Elmer Fudd's. You young motherfuckers don't know who that is. On the rest of the defensive line, because that's when I think about Hunt. I think about the defensive line. I know you can
For
bring
sure.
blitzes and stuff like that, and that could be Hunt too. But primarily, you talking about the defensive line. We got a couple predators out there, but there's also might be some Elmer Fudd's that needs to develop themselves into some predators. Do you agree with that?
I think that's fair. But you
Yeah.
cannot forget about my man's Grady Jarrett. That month was a
Yeah,
monster.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Now
didn't name him.
it is some, and you got big billers you can throw in there. But to your point, we got to see if these other guys gonna be able to fit the bill. Like I
Yeah,
know what Dayo was able to do on the back end, but now you're gonna be a full-time starter, my boy. What you
my
gonna
boy,
do?
my boy,
You already got people trying to replace you with Trey Hendrickson. What you gonna do about it?
my boy.
Sit, sit. But hey, appreciate the call, Micho. And once
Meet
again,
Joe.
shout out to the 290. Go ahead
290.
and get y'all a gyro cheeseburger. But hey, we moving on to the next one. See, Dub, this next one is from Keys.
Yo,
Keys.
yo, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Keys on this lovely Friday afternoon, man. Hope all is well with you and yours. With that being said, let's get into it. So, we got news that Ryan Poles has accepted an extension from 2029, and it looks like he had 2 more years left on his contract. So, really, it's a 3-year extension to what he already got. I think it's a good move and a good step. I actually see a lot of the formations and the formats and how the Bears are moving really reminds me a lot of when the LA Rams got Sean McVay and they got the GM that's there now, Les Snead. Les Snead was given, if I'm correct, similar type of extension. They had the right players. They had the guys that were able to do what they needed to do. To format the team, they just needed the right coach. And when they got rid of their defensive coach and Jeff Fisher, they hired the best offensive coach, I believe, in Sean McVay. What has Sean McVay done? I think only 2 years that he's been there, they haven't made the playoffs, but they won the Super Bowl. They've had playoff runs. They've won conference championships. So a lot of things I'm seeing, man, is a lot of what the Bears are doing. It's that same format, but I believe our quarterback is going to help us get to the next level. I think everything that people going to say what they want to say anyway about the moves and all of that stuff like that. But I'm excited to see, and now it's time to go in. So, as always, let me know what you guys think. Shot Town up there now.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
my
my boy
man's
Keys.
Keys. But hey, bro, you absolutely right with the LA Rams. C Dub, what you got?
Yeah, he right about that little comparison with the LA Rams. You can even go deeper with the quarterback. I think they got similar quarterbacks, not the same path, but similar quarterbacks in Matthew Stafford. He kind of throws off platform. Very extremely talented with the arm. He doesn't have the mobility of Caleb Williams, but they very similar in talent. You hit it right on the head, bro. It was time for the Bears to move on to a more offensive coach. And why not get the best offensive coach in the league? Most people said last season what he did to turn around that Detroit Lions team. Just a very good thought out comment, my man Keys, like you always do. I like what you're saying, and all we got to see is the results, man. That's it. That's all we got to see is the results from this squad.
For sure. My people that wanted Ryan Poles fired, I want y'all to remember this. When Ben Johnson was on his hunt to find his next team, what did he want from ownership? Alignment. He wanted from ownership to ensure that he will have alignment with his GM. He has it now. He got it. He wouldn't have taken this Bears job if there wasn't a sure thing that Ryan Poles was going to be there right with him. So for my people that wanted Ryan Poles fired, he wasn't getting fired with Ben Johnson coming into the city. Otherwise, he would have been hella ticked off if Ryan Poles was not extended and being aligned with him moving forward.
Damn, could
But
we say shout out Kevin Warren? Didn't he sign Ryan Poles? Could we get Kevin Warren some
no, Poles came in first and then Kevin Warren.
But who extended
It's probably it's probably Kevin Warren. And
so give us that's what I'm saying. Give him the shots for extending. Give Kevin Warren his
I ain't
props.
mad at it. Operate like a real damn franchise for once. Thank you. Now look, results. We're gonna say that all damn day.
We've been saying it like 50 times. I don't give a damn.
For sure. C-Dub, we're gonna get into this last one. This last one is gonna be from my man's Darius from Dallas.
What's going on, guys? Darius from Dallas, man. I just wanted to go ahead and get ahead of it. I know y'all gonna have a podcast on. Y'all always on top of everything, but just got a word from my boy Key that Ryan Poles just got extended, man, to the 2029 season. I had to check and Google it just to make sure it was true, to keep myself from, going too crazy and over something that, may or may not be true, but it's true from what I see on Google, man. And dude, I am about that. Ryan has done so many positive things, man, for this organization. And I know we give him praise, but I still don't feel like he gets enough, dude. And him being extended to the 2029 season, look at what he's done just since he's been here, okay? Look at the guys that he's drafted that are key contributors to what we're doing. Drafted, we have, Loveland, Shamar Stewart, Ozzie Trapillo. That of the whole draft class, that's 4 guys key contributors, let alone if Kyle Monangai takes off. You know what I'm saying? So it's when you have a guy that can hit on draft picks and they end up being X factors, man, that's such a big deal, dude. It ensures me that regardless of what happens with Caleb, whether he's the guy or not, I have faith in Ryan Poles to be able to fix any issue that we have. The reason why is because look at how many GMs we've had in the past, man. When Ryan Pace came in, there were several holes on this team. And when he left, guess what? There were several holes on this team. Ryan Poles, within a couple years, us from we had about 5, 6. Now, I can't really think of any holes that we have, bro. I mean, we got to wait and see what the season turns out to be. But if everything goes right, man, we don't have any holes on this team anymore. Maybe we need to get a younger safety, a free safety. But other than that, man, Ryan Poles has been an awesome man. He's the only GM that we've had in my lifetime where we go into the off season thinking of a need that needs to get taken care of, and he attacks it aggressively, guys. Please don't downplay how awesome that is, man. So let me know what y'all think. Text us up, Bear Down. Hey, shout out to Key, man, for giving me that little insight, man. Appreciate you, Key.
Shout out to my Bears people that be showing love to each other. See, this is a big old family. A lot of us got loose screws. A lot of us jump off the porch. A lot of us take some shit too serious. We be rocking and rolling. Shout out to Keys and Darius, man, on that connection for sure. C-Dub, what you got?
Oh, shout out to Keys. Absolutely, he deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, Darius. I'm sorry because he just said that name. Shout out to Darius. My bad, Big D. Pause. You are right. Ryan Poles. He definitely deserved that. But you brought up something that I wanted to throw back at nephew. That's why I went first. He's supposed to go right here. He said he could fix anything that comes. Even I think you tried to say that if Caleb Williams didn't work, he can fix that. I'm in the right mind that Caleb Williams don't work. That's not good for. I don't know if he can survive that. Ryan Poles. What do you think about that, nephew?
I think that's yeah. I think that if that comes down to that, Mud's gonna be like, hey, the crowd was chanting, we want Fields, and you elected to say to hell with that, and went and everybody was like, he went and got his guy. That's what was being said. So I mean, but at the end of the day, it still depends on the quarterback ultimately, because to an earlier point, I believe, made by Keys when he talked about the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams had one of the ops, Jared Goff. Sean McVay went to this GM and was like, he just not going to be able to get us this championship. Let's call Matthew Stafford. I'm not saying Ryan Poles has to take that route, but it definitely is an interesting thing because who more better to know if a quarterback can run their offense than a damn head coach that's an offensive guru, quote unquote. Yeah. So, but I'm on the side of, I think Caleb Williams has all the tools. He's obviously gonna have to take some step forward and prove himself. So I think that this is gonna be the football trinity, bro, that we need for sustained success. I think it's coming, bro. But we just gotta see the word. Fill it in, y'all. Y'all know what the word is.
Results. But you still didn't answer me. Can he survive Caleb Williams not working?
I think he can survive. Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, it goes. Let's just say let's say if it goes in the route of how the Rams went. The Rams went to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. They lost.
That would have to be immediate, nephew, like immediate next year.
That's what I'm saying. So within that span, they went and had success with Jared Goff, and they just knew Jared Goff couldn't get it done. And then they was like, yeah, we're going to pivot now. So if it happens like that, yeah, he can survive. But if it don't happen like that, probably not.
No, that's a great thought, though, Darius. Great thought.
Hell yeah. Right. So, hey, that's it from us today, man. C-Dub, you got anything left, my boy?
The closer I get to you, the more you make me feel. We almost there. What y'all talking about?
Over and over again. Hey, shout out Jackie Chan for singing that shit. Oh, the real Jackie Chan was killing that. Boy. Shout out to Jackie.
Shout out Jackie, man.
But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. Before y'all roll up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your bell. We always dropping some fire over here on Chicago Bears Central, man. And y'all already know, if you want to be a part of the mailbag episode, go ahead and drop your voicemail into the box. Number to do so is 773-242-9336. You had something else?
No. I said, bro, go ahead.
But hey, we are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. We appreciate y'all over here, and y'all already know. Chi-Town up and bear down to nothing. And the words of my man Fred. Peace out, y'all.
No, bro.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.